This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Chiefs back there on first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Got the leg.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. This is caught by Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
36. He's coming. We got double up.
from the shotgun. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. They'll run with Procise. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
56, right there, 56. He's checking. Crash, jab.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Check.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Third and short, it's Procise. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Check.
Fourth down, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. On first down, Procise. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
56. Check 56. All day, just like that.
36 power.
SOS.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
Good job right there.
Switch.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl. And he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's got it. Double up.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. The pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a big play there for Seattle. 64 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run it with Carson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Grenade! 53, Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check! One left. Spot that. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run for it with Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now it's Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Frank Clark. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Brings up second and
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw again on second down. Wilson, they set up the screen to Penny. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
You get a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and it'll likely be an Arrowhead, right? They'll likely do it for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year. And I know you're going to let us know.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Like 56. 56. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check. Slam.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Gordon, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just won. That he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Check 31, check 31.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Wilson now. Throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'll go special. I'll go special. I'll go special. I'll go special.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7.
Bang out, bang out, bang out, bang out.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Friday.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 8-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. It's Williams. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Joker. Check. Crunch. Check.
Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch. He's coming. Double up.
14. Got it. Tempo.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Rush in.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
This complete to Lockett. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Rolling to his right. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 9. You go tank. You got tank.
Now Wilson. Out to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They run again with Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have been blitz coming and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Williams. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Check 56. I'm coming for you. You mind? Switch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll try and run it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Check hot route. Hot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. On second down, it's Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It didn't.